A very good evening to viewers and listeners. I'm Zainab Muhammad with Safalma News. The headlines. Federal government refutes allegations on Nigerian volunteers into the fighting force of Ukraine. Foreign Affairs Minister expressed gratitude to Ukraine for the humanitarian corridor to evacuate Nigerians. Retired permanent secretaries expressed red lines to contribute towards boosting Nigeria's economy. Japan slaps no sanctions on Russian officials. The news in details. The federal government has reputed an alleged ongoing situation of Nigerian volunteers into the fighting force of Ukraine at the Ukrainian embassy in Abuja. A statement by the spokesperson of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Francisca Umwa Julia, says the ministry contacted the embassy to verify the circulation, and the Ukrainian embassy refuted the allegation but confirmed that a number of Nigerians had approached the embassy, indicating their willingness to fight on the side of Ukraine in its ongoing conflict with Russia. Furthermore, the embassy clarified that the Ukrainian government is not admitting foreign volunteers fighters, and as such as disassociated itself from the claim that is requesting $1,000 from Nigerian volunteer for air ticket and visa. Nigeria's Foreign Affairs Minister Godfrey Onyema has expressed gratitude to Ukraine Foreign Affairs Minister Dmytro Kuleba for its efforts in giving humanitarian corridor and authorizing evacuation of Nigerian students from Sumy starting on Monday, the 7th of March 2022. In a tweet, the minister said the big challenge is procuring buses, adding that Nigeria is doing everything to make happen, and commended the commitment by Nigeria's ambassador to Ukraine, Shino Alage. The Nigerian National Petroleum Company (NNPC) has expressed interest to participate in acquisition of the power plants put up for sales by the federal government through Nigerian Integrated Power Plants. Managing Director of the NNPC, Malam Mele Kulu Kari, who disclosed this when lead of management team of oil and gas company on a courtesy visit to the Bureau of Public Enterprises in Abuja, said the company has the required expertise and experience personnel to manage the power plants. International Women's Day was officially recognized by the United Nations in the year 1975. The day is set aside to give women a voice to say out their grievances and celebrate their achievements across the globe. The year 2022 theme of International Women's Day was tagged Break the Bias. In Safalma TV radio online program Imba Kubagida, women issues were discussed with women activities Hajia Aminat Usman Aladi and Hajia Nafisa Isa. This news is coming to you from Safalma TV radio online. You can reach us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube for more details. The suspended Deputy Commissioner of Police, DCP Abakari, and 6 others have arraigned by the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, before the Federal High Court sitting in Abuja. DCP Abakari and 6 others are standing trial on 8-count charge which bordered on alleged trafficking, tampering with evidence, and other offences. Abakari and other police officers who are part of the Inspector General of Police Intelligence Response team pleaded not guilty to the counts, while the 2 alleged drug traffickers plead guilty to the charge preferred against them. Counsel to NDLEA, Joseph Sandy, prayed to the court to fix a trial date for the 5 defendants who pleaded not guilty, while Kalu Agabi, who led the defense team, informed to the court that bail applications have been filed.
I don't even know if I should call it discrimination right now, but a lot of discrimination. They were sending blacks back. They couldn't go forward with the other white people. I know that they were evacuating their citizens first. Yeah, but it wasn't done by the Polish nationals. It was done by the Ukrainian border people. Yeah, so.
In a view of the professional callings in all aspects of national development, retired permanent secretaries say they have much to offer as technocrats in making the economy to not only boost but expand in response to the dynamics of the modern global outlook. This was at National Executive Meeting of the amalgamated ex-permanent secretaries and other professionals in Abuja.
And then of course His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari, the federal government and the good people of Nigeria, for all of you that have made it safely back home. We are very much aware of the traumatic experience that most of you went through, and we know how much you have already suffered back there to be even able to get here. But I want you to know sincerely that we are excited to have you back home.
As Russian invasion of Ukraine enter its second week with no sign of imminent ceasefire, Japan has slipped more sanctions on Russian officials. Ukraine also claimed that some Russian military leaders were killed in battle and civilian casualties rise as Russian shelling of cities continues. As humanitarian corridors open from the besieged city of Sumy to allow civilian evacuation, about 1.2 million people plead to Poland and other neighboring countries. To end the news, a recap of the headlines. Federal government refutes allegations on Nigerian volunteers into the fighting force of Ukraine. Foreign Affairs Minister expressed gratitude to Ukraine for the humanitarian corridor to evacuate Nigerians. Retired permanent secretaries expressed readiness to contribute toward boosting Nigerian economy. Japan slams more sanctions on Russian officials. With that, we end Safalma News. Thanks for staying with us.